your best friends will speak the truth, and tongues that dance around your bed, inside your head, like to eat you, watch you go through what they go through. They're so see-through, and take you upstairs and laugh about what has just gone down. Take you upstairs and laugh about what has just gone down. Take you upstairs and laugh about what has just gone down. You're getting some good advice. Satellite, satellite, I won't rush you tonight. Telegram, telegram, I won't send you tonight. You don't have to impress your friends, it's down to their devotion and your sad request, your hideaway. Every door is just a way out to the outside, to your rescue tent. Take me upstairs and show me what that was all about. Take me upstairs and show me what that was all about. Take me upstairs and show me what that was all about. Yeah, getting some good advice. Satellite, satellite, I will rush you tonight. Telegram, telegram, I won't send you tonight.
Suze DeMarchi and Satellite live here at Recovery. Well, we've got Suze DeMarchi here. Thank you for playing for us. How are you?
I'm very well.
That's good. Do you like your Suzilla?
Suzilla, I know, I feel larger than life over there. Yeah.
Your backdrop there.
Yeah.
You've been out of the country for the past 18 months.
Actually, I've been away for about 3.5 years, but I come back a couple of times a year. But that's pretty much home at the moment.
Boston is home?
For the next couple of years, yeah, Boston.
Why did you decide to leave Australia and base yourself overseas?
It was basically a marriage thing.
Yeah?
And we got married and we decided that we'd make that our base for a while. But, you know, Australia's calling.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
The Baby Animals had a huge profile here in Australia while you were reigning as the rock diva. What kind of profile did you have in the States?
About zero. I had a profile in the kitchen. You know, no, I had a baby and I just basically concentrated on that. I had a real break. It was nice, you know, just to be mum and do all of that stuff. And she's old enough now, you know, that I can go out and start working again.
Right.
So that's basically what it's all about. So.
Yes, yes, you are working. We'll talk about that in a second. But did you ever think of not continuing back to music after the Baby Animals split up?
No, I've only ever done this just for the fun, you know. So it's like kind of like a hobby, you know. And I'm just really lucky enough that people give me money to make records. So, you know, I never really thought about not doing it, but I just needed the time to have, you know, just time away from it all, because it got a little bit hectic there for a while.
When you remember your time in the Baby Animals, what do you remember?
Oh, fun. We had a ball.
Yeah.
We just had a great time. It's one of the best times of my life.
So many things.
So many things. And, you know, we were together a long time and we went everywhere. And we became really close, and we're all still really close. They're like my brothers.
You still see them, yeah?
Dave, the guitar player, him and I are still playing together. The other guys I speak to on the phone occasionally, but I haven't seen them for a while. They're in Sydney and I've been in Perth for the last 6 weeks, and I'm over there, so it's not easy to catch up. But I believe Eddie just had a baby, and that's very nice.
Yeah, your webpage is still going strong on
Is
the
it?
net too. Yes.
Really?
Yes, we found some
Gosh.
stuff. Do you still think it's a reality that a lot of musicians have to leave Australia to kind of get their act together, you know, as far as...
I think the major difference is the size of the markets. You know, America's got 260 odd million people, and Australia's still quite small with 18 or 19 million, however many it is. So it's kind of difficult to, you know, make a good living out of it. And if you want to be in amongst it, it's better to be where there's a bigger market. It's just, you know, logical, really.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, Australia has the healthiest live scene in the world. It still does. And it breeds really, you know, proficient, talented young, you know, rock bands. It's the beauty of it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
We've just heard Satellite, your new single from the forthcoming album.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, because we obviously haven't heard the album, when does it come out?
The album's out end of February, first week in March, and yeah, it's all done. It's been done since July.
What kind of direction are you taking with this album, as opposed to how you know, the four on the floor rock of the Baby Animals?
It's not like that. It's still guitar heavy though, because I've always been a bit of a guitar freak. So it's still guitar heavy, and it's different. We've got synthesizers and keyboards and noises and quirky stuff going on, but lots of melody and lots of sing-along tunes.
Yeah. Have you been collaborating with anyone, songwriting-wise?
Some of this stuff actually is like left over from like the band days, but I wrote some of it with Dave and some of it with Nuno, who produced it.
Your husband?
Yeah.
Of Extreme fame, ex-Extreme fame.
Yes. Yeah.
And is there...
I had to do it with him, really, you know, he came at the right price.
All right, well, so we'll see that you'll take on your profile. Baby Animals reunion on the cards ever, now that all these bands are reforming?
You never know. Oh, I don't know. I've got to do this thing first, and then we'll see. But, you know, we can
catch you at the big Mushroom gig that's happening.
We're doing that
very soon.
Yes.
So I feel like a fresh start for you, going solo and doing your thing.
It is. It's brand new. It's kind of different without having a band around you to, you know, take the mickey out of all the time and joke around with. But it's a brand new thing. It's a brand new record. It's the kind of record I wanted to make, and I don't think I could have if it was a Baby Animals record, you know. It's quite different, and it's just something I needed to do. So.
Yes, and we'll hear it very soon, we hope. It's out soon. People can catch you at the big Mushroom 25th anniversary concert. You're playing with probably lots of all your old friends from your...
I know there's going to be a couple.
heydays.
I'm really happy the Sunny Boys are going to be there. They're one of my favourite
There's
bands.
heaps. There's the Angels, there's Angry Anderson, there's the Choir Boys, there's Chris Bailey of the Saints, there's James Freud of the Models, and plus, you know, your current bands, Mavis's Mola, My Friend the Chocolate Cake, etc. A whole heap. That's happening, where is that happening? That is happening at the MCG on November 14, and people can get tickets. You once said, if I never did anything else the rest of my life but record and play live, I'd be happy. Is this still the way you feel?
Well, actually, no. I'm glad I had a child, because that's kind of high on the list of priorities to do in your life. Nothing else quite compares to that. But
what's her name?
Her name's Bibi.
Bibi.
Yeah. We couldn't call her Bing Bang, so we had to call her Bibi. But I'm just really lucky, because it's such a great thing to be able to do. It's a creative thing, and it's just great fun to create with other people, and just to, you know, get your rocks off every now and again and scream your lungs out. You know, it's great. I'm very happy.
Well, thank you for screaming your lungs out for us today here at Recovery. Satellite is out, the new Suze DeMarchi debut. It's a debut, solo debut, isn't
it?
Kind of, yeah. Solo release. And please thank Suze DeMarchi today here at Recovery.